someone was in my inbox asking me like, ma, is it the right time for me to apply? Like, is 2024 the right time for me to apply to come study in Finland? I have this, I have that, I have that. I was like, yes. Why? Let's talk a little bit about the changes for those of you that are new here. There've been some changes, like they call it proposal, but some of the changes are already in effect. Okay, so and some of the effects we can see in education is the implementation of the International English Language Test for those of you that will be applying for a bachelor's program. We also have increase in fees as well. When we talk about the immigration aspect of it, before this new proposal, it was possible for you to move to Finland, stay here for 4 years, and then after that you can apply for a permanent residence as long as you have a job, okay, and also you don't have any criminal record or whatever. All right, there was no language or whatever involved. But according to the new proposal, you are supposed to live here in Finland for this number of years, and you are supposed to write the EQ test, which is a Finnish language test. You have to pass this test, and you need a huge sum of money. You should be working for the like continuously for 2 years. Like, there are so many things. If you are new here, please, I have a video on this new proposal. You can go watch, and also the effect on education, I have a video on that as well. Okay, so there've been some tension here in Finland. University students, most of the university students also, they've like protest, and immigrants, they are also protesting. So the atmosphere in Finland at the moment is not the best, I would say, as compared to the Finland that I came to some 9 to 10 years ago. All right, so I just want to establish this before moving forward. And why will I say this is the best time for the guy to apply? He knows about all these different changes, this new development, and he was asking if he can take advantage of it. Okay, as we all know, and I always say it here, it's not as if I'm saying don't study, don't come, don't do this. I talk about education in Finland because it's one of the best in the world, and I have studied here. I'm a teacher here. I see and I know, I have experienced all these things, and I will say yes, it has a good education system. But you should be mindful of after graduation, which you can navigate it like as long as you start taking your Finnish language studies serious. Okay, so if you, before you even come to Finland, you start studying Finnish online, and when you move here, you just take it serious. You can navigate your way through. Okay, and depending on the field of studies as well, you will be able to get a job. I've talked about that. If you haven't watched my video on becoming a teacher, and like, you can go and watch, and you learn more about the different fields that that are easy for you to pick up a job here in Finland. Okay, so he has the height, he has his passport, he has his upper secondary school certificate. I told him this is the best time. Why? Whether we like it or not, so many students are not going to apply in this up joint application because of the International English Language Test, especially students from developing countries. Why? Because these students are not exempted from the height, and most of these students can't afford to pay this. And before you come here saying if they can afford to pay fees, why can't they afford to pay for the International English Language Test? Mind you, it's not easy. It's not. It's not. This is extra expenditure. Okay, and some of them don't even know how to go about it. So in effect, most of these students will not be applying for they will not be applying during this joint application period. They won't. So if you have all the requirements, then that's what I'm saying. It will be better for you to apply and take advantage of this. Okay. Also, the situation in Finland is discouraging to so many students at the moment. Increase in fees. Some of the students may prefer to study in other countries, like English-speaking countries, that they know that, okay, I will not have to struggle with the language. I will be able to pick up a job, like, all these things. So some of them may have like weighed their options, and they're like, it's better for me to go pay 12,000 euros and study in another country rather than coming to Finland to study, with the different changes that, it's giving people like hard times already. So that's why I was encouraging him, like, if you have everything and you're ready, you can apply. Now I'm also talking to you. If you have everything ready and you are thinking, I can navigate this, I like, irrespective of the changes, I can still survive. Yes, you can apply. We are still here, we are still struggling, we are still surviving. Okay, some of you really want to study. I know people who just have the love for education and they want to acquire the best. That's why I keep talking about studying in Finland, because I know that there are people who genuinely want to come study here for that reason. So if you have all the documents ready, you can go ahead and apply. Also, what are some of the changes that are already visible when it comes to international students moving to Finland? We're talking about the implementation of the height. We're talking about the increase in fees. Can you still meet up with the fees? If you can, then I'll encourage you to apply. But if you can't, then there's no need like going through so much stress. I think one of the worst situation is for your family to borrow money, you know, for you to put in everything, sacrifice everything, and then you move to Finland, and 1, 2, 3 years, it's not going. That's the most difficult situation. So please, if you have everything ready, you know that you can afford your fees, um, then why don't you apply? You can apply. You can move to Finland. Okay, so it's not like it's a danger zone. No, if you can afford, and you can afford it financially and emotionally or mentally, then come. But if you think you can't afford it, there's no need, you can look elsewhere. Okay, so just for reminders, application periods are ongoing for master's programs in universities, and the joint application will be open on the 3rd of January 2024. So please make sure you get your documents ready and you can apply. The other thing is the entrance exam. Entrance exam can be tricky, but if you have all the instructions and all the information that has to do with entrance exam, then you'll be able to pull it through. So don't be discouraged, especially for those of you with the required documents. Don't be discouraged. You will be able to learn more about the entrance exam. You can already go to the International UAS website. There's a website that it has all the information about entrance exam. So you can go to the International UAS exam website and take a good look at it. Like, you have sections where they talk about like answering of questions. Like, you can ask any question, you can find all the answers to any questions that you have. So please familiarize yourself with this website and the different requirements and what is going on in Finland. If there's any new updates about Finland, the situation in Finland when it concerns immigrants and international students, I always talk about them here on my channel. So please make sure you subscribe and keep checking. I will be uploading them as they come, okay? Because it's good for you to get this information so that you don't just move here and you're like, what is going on here? How did I find myself in this place? Okay, so it's very important. All right, so have an amazing, amazing, amazing week ahead, and God bless you. Bye.